It's Thursday night football between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Cleveland Browns. We break down the game, give you our best bet, and it all starts right now. Hey guys, it's Matt from GrandstandBettors.com, and Week 3 in the NFL season starts with Thursday night football between the Steelers and the Browns. We'll get to that in just a moment, but first, please make sure you hit that subscribe button for all our free picks, predictions, and contests all NFL season long. And while you're at it, smash that like button if you are ready for some Thursday night football. I know we are, so without further ado, let's dive into the matchup between the Steelers and the Browns. And Browns favored here, -4.5 at home, and the over-under is set at 38.5 at the moment. So, the Pittsburgh Steelers, they come into this Thursday night with a 1-1 record after beating the Bengals in Week 1 and dropping a close one to the Patriots last week. Mitch Trubisky actually hasn't looked half bad this season, but his completion percentage and vertical passing game needs to get better if the Steelers want to be considered more of a contender than a pretender. Last week, he was just 21 of 33 for only 168 passing yards, which is only 8 yards per completion. Now, that's not surprising considering he went to Najee Harris a lot out of the backfield, 5 times to be exact for completions. Deontay Johnson led the receiving corps with 6 catches and 57 yards. But guys like Chase Claypool, George Pickens, and even Freiermuth need to be involved in this passing game vertically down the field if the Steelers want to succeed. Now, that should be rather easy here on Thursday Night Football as they get to play the Browns secondary, who just gave up 307 passing yards to Joe Flacco and the Jets. We're going to get to that dumpster fire in just a moment, but the Steelers also need the rushing attack to get going if they want to have those options available to them down the field. Harris just averaged 3.3 yards per carry on Sunday, and that is why the Steelers have to continually throw 30-plus times in the game. Now, that is probably not going to change this week because as much as we will talk about how bad the Browns' secondary is, that's actually not true about their rush defense. Browns, through 2 games, have only given up just over 70 yards on the ground each game. So let's talk about these Browns. You know, the team that blew a 13-point lead just days ago against the Jets, it was really just the Browns being the Browns. Now, usually we would spend this time, talking about the recap of that game and how they are going to take the adjustments into this game. But today, we're going to talk about the Browns and what the Browns are and those people that follow the Browns. And listen, if you're one of those people that think that Cade York and Nick Chubb are to blame for that loss, you're out of your mind. That was not on them. Their defense and special teams, if they can't protect a 13-point lead with old Joe Flacco on the field with less than 2 minutes left, the whole defense, honestly, should be cut. It was an absolute dumpster fire. The people crying over the Browns about them booing the Browns at the end of the game, they're also out of their mind. They deserve to be booed. They should all be cut as fans as well. Listen, I spoke to a 94-year-old man this week. He compared that loss to the worst Cleveland sports collapse since the fumble. So, listen, enough ranting. The Browns were the Browns. Now, who's our best bet in Thursday Night Football? Well, as bad as that secondary, especially in the middle of the field, has looked, the Browns, their front 7 has done a great job locking up rushers, which is going to force Trubisky to throw the ball another 30 times in this game. Brissett actually looked very good last week, and those of you that say that he lost the game because of the INT, you got to remember, that guy was 22 of 26 before that pass for 229 yards, so settle down. That's not bad for a backup who absolutely looked awful in the preseason. So the question really is, do the Browns have enough strength in that locker room to not let it bother them and bounce back here on Thursday Night Football? Well, honestly, we would take Brissett over Trubisky any day of the week. So with our best bet for Thursday Night Football, we're going to take the Cleveland Browns -4.5 over the Steelers. And that pick is completely biased. Now, just a reminder, in the meantime, if you're looking for all of our NFL and college football plays, head on over to Patreon. Make sure you get signed up for our membership. It's as low as $6.99 a month. Love to have you a part of our football family this fall. But in the meantime, get ready for Thursday Night Football. Sit back, relax, enjoy Steelers versus Browns, and we'll see you live for the game.